In the shifting tides of global power, one island stands at the epicenter of a looming storm, Taiwan. The self-governed democracy of 23.5 million people sits just 130 kilometers from China's coast, yet Beijing claims it as part of its territory. For decades, the Taiwan Strait has been one of the world's most dangerous flashpoints. Now, a new twist has emerged. In a stunning interview, Taiwan's President Ching-te suggested that former US President Donald Trump could win the Nobel Peace Prize if he convinces Chinese President Xi Jinping to renounce the use of force against Taiwan. It's a bold statement, one that blends diplomacy, danger, and destiny. Could Trump truly broker peace in one of the most militarized regions on Earth? Or are we watching the calm before a historic confrontation? Since 1949, when China's civil war ended and the defeated nationalists fled to Taiwan, the island has lived under the shadow of invasion. Beijing views Taiwan as a breakaway province, vowing eventual reunification, by force if necessary. The US, though officially recognizing Beijing under the 1979 One China policy, remains Taiwan's most vital security partner. Under the Taiwan Relations Act, Washington is legally bound to provide defensive arms to Taipei. In 2024 alone, U.S. arms sales to Taiwan exceeded $2.2 billion, including advanced F-16V fighter jets and Patriot missile systems. Yet, despite this support, America maintains strategic ambiguity, never explicitly confirming whether it would intervene militarily in a Chinese invasion. This uncertainty has defined cross-strait relations for decades. During his presidency, Donald Trump reshaped US-China dynamics. In 2016, he broke protocol by accepting a congratulatory phone call from Taiwan's then-president Tsai Ing-wen, infuriating Beijing. Despite tensions, Trump later claimed that Xi Jinping personally assured him that China would not invade Taiwan while he was in office, a statement he repeated in August 2025. Today, as Trump prepares to attend the Asia-Pacific Leaders Summit in South Korea, speculation is mounting that he could meet Xi face-to-face once again. It was this possibility that prompted Lai's comment during an interview on The Clay Travis and Buck Sexton Show, a conservative US talk show with more than 400 radio affiliates. Should President Trump persuade Xi Jinping to permanently abandon any military aggression against Taiwan, Lai said, President Trump would undoubtedly be a Nobel Peace Prize laureate for Lai. Trump's unique rapport with Xi might offer a rare opening, a chance to de-escalate what military experts call the world's most likely flashpoint for great power war. But the situation on the ground tells a darker story. Just hours after Lai's comments aired, Taiwan's Defense Ministry reported another spike in Chinese military activity, 23 aircraft and drones, backed by warships, conducting joint combat readiness patrols around the island. In 2024, Taiwan recorded over 2,700 Chinese airspace incursions, compared to just 380 in 2019. That's a seven-fold increase in 5 years. China's People's Liberation Army now boasts the world's largest navy, with over 370 warships and a rapidly growing arsenal of hypersonic missiles. Meanwhile, its air force regularly rehearses blockade scenarios and mock invasion drills. Lai warned that this is not just about Taiwan's sovereignty, it's about the future of global order. Once Taiwan is annexed, Lai said, China will gain the power to challenge the United States and undermine the rules-based international order. Analysts say that if China takes Taiwan, it will control over 60% of global semiconductor production, as Taiwan's semiconductor manufacturing company remains the world's largest chip maker, powering everything from iPhones to fighter jets. For President Xi Jinping, reunifying Taiwan has become central to his vision of the great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation. He has vowed not to pass the problem to future generations. Beijing continues to label Lai a separatist and refuses all diplomatic contact with his government. China's military budget has swelled to $231 billion in 2025, second only to the United States. The PLA Navy now operates in the South China Sea, East China Sea, and near Guam, projecting strength far beyond its borders. For Beijing, Taiwan represents more than territory. It's a symbol of unfinished history and national pride. For Washington and its allies, it's the front line of democracy in Asia. Under Lai, Taiwan has pledged to raise its defense spending to 5% of GDP by 2030, up from 2.6% today. The government is investing heavily in drone technology, cyber warfare units, and indigenous missile systems. Polls conducted by the Taiwan Public Opinion Foundation in mid-2025 show that 78% of Taiwanese citizens oppose unification with China under any model resembling Beijing's one country, two systems framework, the same system that failed in Hong Kong. Taipei is also deepening security ties with democratic allies including Japan, Australia, and the Philippines, forming what analysts call an informal first island chain of resistance against Chinese expansion. If a conflict erupts, the consequences could be catastrophic. The Rand Corporation estimates that a full-scale war over Taiwan could cost the global economy over $10 trillion, dwarfing the impact of the 2008 financial crisis. The US Indo-Pacific Command has repeatedly warned that China might have the capability to invade Taiwan by 2027, the centenary of the PLA's founding. For many experts, the coming years represent a narrow window, a chance for diplomacy to succeed before deterrence fails. Whether Trump's meeting with Xi will happen remains uncertain. But President Lai's statement has reignited a powerful debate. Can diplomacy, even from an unexpected messenger, prevent the next global war? Trump himself has often claimed that he deserves the Nobel Peace Prize, citing his outreach to North Korea and the Abraham Accords in the Middle East. But this, convincing Xi to renounce force, would be the ultimate diplomatic feat. Taiwan's future, China's ambitions, and America's credibility all converge in this high-stakes equation. As Lai warns, peace in the Indo-Pacific is not just about Taiwan, it's about the future of the free world. Taiwan stands resilient, a small island facing a superpower, clinging to democracy in an increasingly authoritarian region. The coming months could define whether the Pacific remains peaceful or becomes the stage for the 21st century's greatest power clash. If Trump truly convinces Xi to pull back, history may remember him as the man who prevented a war. If not, the world may soon face a confrontation that reshapes global order forever.